Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here with me, live streaming, taking a quick look at what's happening in the market. Give me a quick second, guys, to just finish setting everything up. Like always, feel free to post on the comments any stocks you guys want to take a quick look at today. I hope everybody's having a good day too. I mean, it's almost Friday, right? It's Tuesday, Friday Junior, I'm guessing. So pretty exciting right now. Definitely a bit of movement in the stock market today. We have one of my favorite stocks, PaySafe, kind of moving a bit today. We also have like Space up about 15%. AMD is up about 3%. And we also have like BBBY down like Bed Bath & Beyond down about 25%. So let's try to find out what's happening in the market today. What's going on, Adam? What's going on, Kim? Indy is up for me. Kendall, what's going on? Indy is up. I hear so many people talking about Indy. Is it up again? And let me just post on social, on actually my Discord channel that I am on right now, live right now, and then we can get started with today's episode. So let's see. All right, let me close that out. Let me just make sure I have everything I need closed out. Close that out. Close that out. What's going on? Morning. So let's see how this market is treating us today. I ended up doing my purchases today. Like always, feel free to check out my Discord channel. That's why I post every time I buy and sell. And actually, let me get it for you guys right here. Copy link address. Good morning, Jesus. How's it going? Oops. No, that's not what I want. Fammy, please. All right, so let me just switch screens real quick and let's see what we have in store for today. So main YouTube. Yep, I think this should be it. All right, so let's go to CNBC. Let's start off. Oops, let me close this out. I don't need that. I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this. And oh, actually, give me 1 second. I think I have my account open. So give me 1 quick second. Let me just close that out. What's going on, David Becker? All right, I should be good now. I think I have everything good to go. Yep. All right, so right now, what do we have? I mean, market is a bit iffy. I think it started off a bit red, but then I think switched it off. Kendall, always feels good when your portfolio is all green. Have $400 on the sideline. May buy a share of Square and more PaySafe. Nice, Kendall. So I did end up doing my purchasing today, and I did end up going with my this. I think today was the first time I did all 4 stocks I wanted to purchase. I got into Roku, I got into Shopify, I got into PaySafe, and I got into DraftKings. All of them are doing okay right now. PaySafe is up about 2.5%. I'm happy already with that position. But let's take a quick look at the market. Let's see. I mean, first, let's start off with my portfolio. Am I on the green? Am I on the red? It seems I'm on the green. A lot of my companies are green right now. Space, which is a very small position, my portfolio is up 15%. AMD is actually up 3%. So let's try to find out what's happening with some of these stocks. So let's see. I'm not familiar why AMD is up. I do believe Bed Bath & Beyond. We'll take a quick look at that. Stocks making the biggest move. So first, let's try to find out. Bed Bath & Beyond shares dive more than 25% as supply chain issues hit sales. Inflation's eat into profits. Was I singing do? I don't remember. What's going on, Fizz? Ganesh, good morning, Ganesh. How's it going? So Bed Bath & Beyond said it saw a steep drop-off in traffic in August, dealing a blow to its physical second quarter results. The big box retailers also dealing with industry-wide supply chain complications, which Chief Executive Mark Trinton said have been pervasive. That's pretty insane. Oh, I do that. Yeah, I guess I like to make sure things are not quiet in the channel. I'd rather just sing along. Rajesh, what's going on? Buenos dias, Rajesh. How's it going? ¿Cómo estás? Bed Bath & Beyond slashed its revenue and earnings outlook for the year, and its third quarter guidance look underwhelming. I'm not a big fan of BBBY. The chain and retail stores are not ones I enjoy looking at. I'm not saying they're bad investments, just not something I'm excited on. So we can see Bed Bath & Beyond is actually down about 25% right now. That's crazy. Imagine losing a quarter of your valuation in just like a day. That's insane. I think that's pretty insane. Buenos dias, Soru. How's it going, Rubio? And Rajesh, muy bien, gracias. That's good, man. You guys are keeping me on my toes with my Spanish. So BBY definitely taking a hit. We're also seeing some other things. Ride, for example, and EV market has been very, I want to say, trending this past week. I honestly don't understand why this is up. It's up 12.5%. And I was reading the stocks making biggest move. Ride, I believe, is thing here. Ride over here. Let's see, where are you? Lordstrom Ride. It's near. Lordstrom is near a deal to sell its Ohio car factory to Taiwan's Foxconn Technology for an undisclosed amount. The electric truck maker had bought the plant from General Motors less than 2 years ago. I actually would think that's a bad thing, right? Right? I mean, if you wouldn't you want to keep your facility? I mean, obviously investors are excited. You're kind of releasing some form of debt and increasing your overall balance sheet with cash. But still, I don't see that as a necessarily good thing. If you're a company trying to focusing on creating vehicles, wouldn't you want to have some form of plants available to you? So for me, I'm not a follower of Ride, but I just in the overall understanding of things, I don't understand why the stock price would be up on that. So yeah, so David, right, it's showing that they need the money. That's not a good sign, in my opinion, right? So Rajesh, any reasons with the Thursday as the day you shop? Nope, Rajesh, no reason at all. I just like to keep it on a consecutive basis. And Thursdays is usually when I get my paycheck. So that's why I purchase on Thursday, Rajesh. And I like to keep it, like, I don't like kind of timing the market. Sometimes, obviously, my paycheck comes in Thursday or Friday. So it's pretty much just when my paycheck comes, and I want to put that money to work right away. So those the only reason, Rajesh. So let's see what else. AMD. I saw AMD was kind of trending today. We saw Ride. AMD is up about 3.42%. I'm not sure if there's anything happening with AMD right now. If it's just the overall excitement. I know there were some talks of why AMD shares are trading higher. AMD shares are trading higher after the company announced Google Cloud is expanding its use of AMD's EPYC processor with the preview of N2D virtual machine powered by AMD's EPYC 7000 series processors. That's actually pretty cool, right? I mean, they've definitely been using, this partnership has definitely been moving along. Let me just cancel all this. Damn, Benzinga hitting me with all those ads. Utilizing the performance, that's definitely great news, right? Google Cloud doing great moves with AMD, so I'm super excited. I can understand why the stock price is up. So interesting, right? I mean, but overall, if we take a quick look, AMD has definitely taken quite a beating. I believe these levels are more dollar cost averaging for sure. Thoughts on NVIDIA's partnership with EA? Kendall, this is why I enjoy doing these streams. I'm not too familiar with the... Oops, I had... One of my lights went down. Give me a quick second, guys. Light down. There we go. Light is back on. So Kendall, like I was saying, let's take a quick look at that NVIDIA partnership with EA. I'm guessing it's gonna have to do with their GeForce Now, and I'm guessing, I haven't looked, it's gonna deal with NVIDIA's GeForce Now subscription and EA's games subscription services. But we'll take a quick look. Good habits. Rajesh, good habit. Invest first and then spend with the balance account. Yep. Wife and I, we've kind of already got our finances to a T of how much we're spending and how much we're investing, and we're always trying to find ways to invest more. Any tips from your... Nope, not yet. My wife has yet to give us any new tips. I'm telling you guys, if I hear any new tips, no matter the time, if it's at 9 o'clock at night, she's like, babe, I'm really thinking about buying, I'm gonna come right here first and get on the stream. At the moment, no tips from the esposa right now. So Kendall, let's take a quick look at that NVIDIA. Maybe Benzinga might have stuff. NVIDIA. NVIDIA partners with electronics. Yep, I knew it. See, it had to do with the overall GeForce Now. So NVIDIA partners with Electronic Arts to bring hit games to GeForce Now. So for those, and what's going on, Danny? So for those that don't know, GeForce Now is NVIDIA's cloud gaming server. So it's a little bit different from some of the other services out there. Like we have if you guys are familiar, Microsoft has their own service, right? Microsoft has like a Netflix of games. If you're not familiar, it's called Game Pass, I believe. Yes, so Game Pass. With Xbox Game Pass, and again, I don't know how much you guys are familiar, so let me just start from the beginning. So right now, obviously, if you want to play a game, you can just buy the game itself. Right now, the gaming movement or the gaming market is kind of moving into more of the subscription-based services. One of the well-known is Xbox Game Pass, so you kind of pay like $14, $15 a month, and you get a subscription you get like a Netflix of games. You can play those games on your mobile phone, you can kind of play them on your computer, you can play them on your tablets, right? So it's a Netflix of games. GeForce Now is doing something different. Opposed to having a Netflix of games, they pretty much have a Netflix of supercomputers. So let's say you want to play a pretty cool game right now. GeForce Now, less waiting, more gaming. I think it's this one. So instead of you kind of having to buy a supercomputer to play all these games, you can actually rent them out from NVIDIA. So NVIDIA has this service where you pay about $99 a year, which is not expensive. And instead of spending thousands and thousands of dollars on a computer, you're paying for pretty much the ability that whenever you play a game, you're connecting to NVIDIA's high servers and playing your AAA game through that system. So instead of you having to buy a supercomputer, you can just pay $100 a year, and you always kind of have a supercomputer. So GeForce Now, in my opinion, is pretty cool. It's kind of cloud gaming and bringing the supercomputer to you without you having to buy it. So it seems like NVIDIA and EA Games are kind of partnering up together to bring those EA Games availability to GeForce Now. I don't think this is going to be a big major news for either or. I think it's just going to be a small revenue increase. Kendo, not something that, in my opinion, should move either stock prices. Just because the way the market is right now in the cloud gaming and for the overall subscription. So I don't think it's going to be a huge mover. It's definitely great to see these two companies working well with each other. So let's see, what else do we have trending right now? So right now in the market, we have Space. Space is up 16.2%. I did see that they are allowed to start flying again. Where was this? So Space. Virgin Galactic's share soar about 9% in pre-market after the FAA concluded a probe of July 11th flight mishap and allowed the company to resume launches. So obviously that's great news. So Space is up about 15.9%, sitting at $26 right now. So I'm pretty sure investors are super excited right now. PaySafe is up about 2%. They had a partnership with Fubo that just announced, I believe. I think it was also here on Stocks Making the Big Deal. So if we see Fubo TV, where are you, Fubo? So the Sports Center video streaming services Fubo Gaming Unit is partnering with payments platform PaySafe for its interactive wagering operations. So again, I'm still super bullish on PaySafe. I ended up purchasing some shares today. This is a position I really want to increase. One of my biggest ads in the past few weeks, in my opinion, still not a crazy amount, but one of my biggest ads. I believe I want to add at least like that one more time, or at least two more times, and really make this a heavy tier 2 stock in my portfolio. So I'm really liking PaySafe. It's not a growth stock like some like SoFi, right? SoFi is definitely pretty interesting. I just personally enjoy this payment platform and the overall movement that PaySafe is kind of going into. So let's see what else. So we have C Limited is up 2.5%. I believe C Limited just came out with their new game. Let's take a quick look at App Annie. Not their new game, but they upgraded their Free Fire game. I want to see if it's showing here in App Annie. So Google Play, let's take a look at United States. So see, yeah, we can see top downloaded games in the United States for free was Garena Free Fire Max. And Garena Free Fire Max is also the #3 grossing game on Google Play. That is insane. I mean, for me, Pokemon Unite just recently came out, and Pokemon has such a huge following. That was #1 for some time, but look how quickly Garena took over here in United States. I'm pretty sure wherever we go. Argentina, let's see. Argentina, #1 top downloaded game is Garena. Let's take a quick look at, I don't know if it's in Australia. Nope, I guess no one plays games in Australia. Too busy battling alligators and crocodiles. Let's see Austria. Not sure. Pokemon Unite is still strong there. I don't think Brazil, let's see. So Brazil, #1 Garena, #2. We can see #1 in grossing. Let's see what else. Canada. I'm not sure if Canada plays any games either. They are playing Pokemon Unite. Peru coming in. Good morning, Peru. Peru is dropping knowledge, right? Good morning, good people. Hit that like and subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate that. So let's see right now. Ecuador. I think Ecuador might be playing. Yep, Ecuador, Garena, Free Fire is #1. Garena, Free Fire Rampage is #3. Roblox is there. Call of Duty. So we can see this Garena Free Fire Max is doing super strong all around the world. Let's see. I don't know if Germany is playing. I don't think so. But they are playing Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite is doing really well. Let's see Mexico. Mexico, Garena, Free Fire is #1 in grossing and in top downloaded. Let's take a quick look at India for sure. Let's see if India is here. India, Rajesh. So India, Garena Free Fire Max is #1 for top downloaded. We also have Garena Free Fire #1 in grossing. I'm not sure. I guess India's not playing Pokemon and Garena Free Fire Rampage. I want to know what's the difference between Fire Max. Oh, never mind. Free Fire. Yeah. So Free Fire Max is the new updated. Free Fire is the old data. You will be allowed to crossplay. Would be interesting to know the market share of Android versus Apple there. So we in where, Air Bear, in India or any of these countries. So it's pretty interesting. Market share, mobile gaming market share, Sensor 2021. Let's see images. I actually was looking at this. So it's weird. Even though I do believe most mobile phones are Android devices, Air Bear, it is a bit different in the way revenue comes. I do believe Apple products. Come on, loading. Can you load a little bit faster? Come on. I mean, let me see if I can just zoom in here. All right. So, hopefully, is it coming out? Yep, it's coming out actually. Open image in new tab. So global consumer spending in mobile games for Q1 of 2021, even though I believe Google Play has the biggest population of users, Apple Store is actually makes up most of mobile gaming spending. So here in Q1 of 2021 for mobile games, 13 billion were made from Apple Store, 9.2 billion was made from Google Play, and they're both still seeing strong growth. I believe there was even a better one that showed the full year or the first half of 2021, but I can't find it here. But you can see Apple right now is one of the leaders in grossing. So maybe that might be true, right? Let's take a quick look at Apple instead of Google Play. So let's go to iOS. Let's go to iPhone. And let's take a look at India, for example. In India, I mean, you don't see much gaming here. You see Garena Free Fire #7. I do believe population-wise, more people are running Google Plays. And then in forms of grossing, more money, I think, comes in from the actual iPhone or iOS. So let's see, what else do we have in today? Game Pass, let's cancel this. Dave Silva, what's up? Back from my meeting. What was the buy for this week? Dave Silva, for me, I actually ended up purchasing all 4. I did PaySafe, DraftKings, Roku, and Shopify. All 4. My biggest one was PaySafe. I'm pretty bullish in PaySafe right now. Pretty bullish. I'm excited right now, and I thought it was a great entry. I did a little more heavier on PaySafe, and it was probably one of my biggest weekly ads this time. So are you into F&O too? Rajesh, which one is F&O? Not sure what F&O is. Rajesh, can you look into, we looked at Kendo, the infrastructure bill is due to pass or get shut down in Senate today or tomorrow. Could be a very good or very bad timing. I'm guessing that's why market is a little bit iffy, right? I mean, market started up a bit green. We can see Dow was up for some time, a nice amount. Now kind of pulling down 0.2%. NASDAQ doesn't know what to do, right? The NASDAQ is here like, hey, should we go up and down? The S&P 500 decided they should go down. But overall, market seems to be okay. It does seem like semiconductors are seeing a strong day. We have NVIDIA and AMD up over 2%. Future and options. So no, I don't do too much. I've done it. I've done both, Rajesh. I kind of sticking with overall stocks. Overall stocks right now, Rajesh. I sometimes I tend to do some option plays, but when I do option plays, I do more of spreads. So either credit spreads on the pool on puts or calls. But let's see. So let's see. Fizz. Oh my God, Peloton finally in green for once. That's not gonna last. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm sorry. It did not. Yeah, it did not last, Fizz. But it did not last before I said that, so it wasn't my fault. I just want you to know it wasn't my fault. The stock went down. So Peloton down 0.2%. That's crazy. $85. Fizz, I'm promise one day. I'll do this video. All the way up. I've been buying PaySafe, but do you think it can fall much lower? Oh, for sure. All the way up. I feel like stocks, no matter how much I like them, and this is when I invest in stocks, I believe I might be the worst timer in stocks. So that kind of shows me that I believe my stocks in the next 2 years, in the next 12 months, I believe, stock prices will be very volatile. I believe in the companies I invest. Short term, they might be volatile. They could definitely go lower. In the long term of things, in 5 years, I believe they're super cheap. From where I'm at. So PaySafe is one that I've definitely seen go down lower and lower. My entry point was around the low $8. So I'm not too far off. I didn't buy PaySafe in the high teens. I do believe the 8 was when I started accumulating shares of PaySafe. So for me, I'm not down too much. But again, even if I was, let's say I would have bought in the teens, PaySafe is one I like. Do you not like SoFi? It's not that I don't like SoFi. I definitely see the huge growth of SoFi. SoFi growing at crazy levels. Annual members, they're growing their products, they're growing revenues like crazy. They're becoming. Hear me? Am I on streaming? OBS said it disconnected me. Can you guys hear me? So hopefully you guys can. But with SoFi, I just wanted to look at another fintech company. I don't want to have a bazillion companies, right? I already have a million companies. I don't want to go to a bazillion. So PaySafe is one that I preferred a little bit more right now. Doesn't mean I hate SoFi. It doesn't mean I do not like it. If I had more cash and if I wanted to enter a little bit more into the overall fintech market, I think I would enter with SoFi as well. Aaron, Skills dropping to a new low. I didn't think I would see it under 10. For sure. I mean, Skills taking a beating, right? Skills is my what is that? Fizz, what's that stock you had? Freaking nonsense. But yeah, Skills is definitely doing horrible. To me, this is a long-term one. This is a speculative long-term, super small position. One I don't mind holding. I don't think I'm going to be adding anytime soon. Kendo averaged up on Square. New average is 150. Nice. I know you were talking about that yesterday. We saw ARK. Even though I could care less what ARK does. Obviously, a lot of people watch it, so sometimes it's just good to see what they do. And they purchased a good position of Square and UiPath recently. So Square, let's see Square stock. Square stock is up 0.72, but that's still pretty impressive, right? Even buying at these levels, Kendo, your average price is about 150. That's still very impressive. I'm not getting to, yep, so all the way up. I've definitely done a video on Skills where I talk a lot about their yellow flag. Their advertising is one of the biggest expenses for them. They spend more money on advertising than they make. Again, I'm not investing in Skills. Again, speculative play for me. I'm not investing in that company for the now. I'm investing for the future. But at the same time, I believe this stock can be very, very volatile. So Dave Silva still has been getting crushed. Yeah, that fintech, Brazil stocks have definitely taken quite a hit recently. So I kind of, it's reversed. Nope. I've definitely kind of just been chilling on that one. I haven't really looked into it too much right now. So Aaron, Gravity, I'm guessing. Gravity, what's going on with Gravity? Let's see. No, it wasn't Gravity. It was Wish. Wish was the stock. I actually like Gravity a lot. Gravity has taken a big hit, but I do believe they're gonna do really well in the upcoming quarters. Yeah, I buy a few very cheap, but that's all the way up. So did you guys end up purchasing any stocks this week? Market is doing pretty good. We have Scales down. Sorens is below 100. Peru Square is still overpriced for you. So I actually know some of the stocks Peru has. So some due diligence. He has some nice SoFi. He has some nice UiPath. He has some nice DMY. I'm still trying to guess the other ones. I'm gonna do a video on every single stock I know until Peru posts on Arian. Oh yeah, I have a nice position on this company. But for those, Peru definitely has those. Gravity's NBA game is in beta testing right now. It looks good. Yeah, Fizz, I saw some Twitter post on it. So we have Sorens under 100. Tier 1 stock for me right now. What else do we have? We have Abs down 0.4%. Nothing really down too much. Right now, Space is still up 14%. Celsius is still killing the game, up 2.89%. Datadog is up 2.82%. AMD is up 2.57. C Limited is up 2.96. Today it's definitely a better day in my portfolio. Bought some more InMode, dropped 20% in one day and bounced back. Stock is splitting today. Nice. Well, I think someone else was talking about InMode. Was someone else talking about Indie? No, Kenda was talking about Indie, not InMode. So InMode, yeah, it dropped like crazy, right, Aaron, in a few days. And look at that turnaround story. It was like, yep, we're down here 134. We're back up to 160. That's crazy. I mean, being able to pick up at those levels, and it just bounced off from those moving averages. Peru, I bought Square at 64 and sold at all-time high. I might buy back at Square at 170. Nice. Congratulations, Peru. Peru, I'm telling you, you got to start that subscription service, but give it to me for free. Yeah, just kidding. Kenneth, morning, Jose. What's a good point for Microsoft and Unity? So Kenneth, you know that to me it's very hard to determine, right? I believe if one is ever wanting to get into a position, especially if you're in the United States, if you have fractional trading and dollar cost averaging, even a small position can really help out over time. For me in Unity, I really like Unity in the low hundreds. Right, for me this was a buying point, so I could be a little bit biased, but this around this area, the hundreds, the 90s, this was a big buying point for me for Unity. That's where I wouldn't mind really entering another position, right? That's when I did it, so that's when I really would like it. Right now it's more of a dollar cost averaging. In forms of Microsoft, let's take a quick look at Microsoft. I think Microsoft is one of those companies I wouldn't mind holding for forever. Let's see, Microsoft, I know I should have you in my portfolio. Don't tell me you're red. Okay, you're green. So Microsoft, I mean, a lot of these FANG stocks, even though it's not part of this FANG, a lot of these giant companies have just gone up. For me, this is more still dollar cost averaging. I don't know what would be a nice heavy point entry for Microsoft. If we take a look at Y charts, let's take a look at Microsoft. Let's take a quick look at EV to EBITDA forward. Let's take a quick look at 3 years. So for me, who knows? For Microsoft, it's when it's EV to EBITDA ratio, it's closer to the lower 20s, right? If in the 18s, in the high teens, that's to me would be a nice buying point for Microsoft, right? That's for a nice big position for Microsoft. That's when its EV to EBITDA ratio is closer to the teens. Right now, it's in the high 20s, so I wouldn't mind dollar cost averaging. But in the high teens, that would probably be a little bit closer to my taste. Kendo, Indie is killing it today on no real news besides the infrastructure bill being due for a vote. Pretty interesting, right? Indie is one in that smart car industry. I've done a few videos on it. I definitely enjoyed the roadmap is going to. Enjoy the roadmap. I'm not too much of a fan of its current products, right? It's even though they are boring, I understand products could be boring in the engineering world. It's nothing to me. Even boring products could be revolutionary. I think Indie's current products are not revolutionary right now. The products they have on their roadmap, though, those are a whole different story. So for me, Indie is more of just a company. If it can complete that technology roadmap, it can definitely be a strong market in the smart car market. Kendo, and it's up 14%, right? So very impressive. The stock is killing it today. Any specific reason Adobe is down 12% in the last month? Peru, I picked up some path at $51 and waiting path to go down more so I can dollar cost average. Nice. The Peru path definitely looks a lot more attractive at these levels at 50 compared to where it was in those 70, 80 price points. Right. And Rajesh, I just want to say, I think the overall software market was a bit overextended. I mean, if we take out Adobe, right, its forward EV to EBITDA ratio, again, I don't like to look too much at historical products, but it kind of helps us see where the market used to be. EV to EBITDA was around in the high 40s recently. It's kind of pulling back into the 34s. For me, that in the software market, I'm really liking it in the 20s for forward EV to EBITDA. 34 seems to be a bit high. So I think it was just the overall valuation. Maybe some investors weren't too happy at valuations. Maybe if we look price to sales ratio, we can also see that as well. Price to sales. So again, I mean, price to sales ratio forward 1 year. Let's take a look at panel per financial metrics. You can see its price to sales ratio. Even though this is already a very strong company and growing at strong levels, its price to sales ratios were closer to 20. I mean, pre-COVID, these price to sales ratios were in the low teens, right? We can see it right here, Rajesh, in the between 12.5 and 10. So I think right now it's just valuations. People are still trying to figure out what is the proper valuation to give some of these software stocks. So that's why stocks are a bit volatile. Maybe we might not ever go back to those price to sales ratios of 10s. Maybe we will. But right now it does seem like the lower teens is where, even though maybe not closer to 10, but the lower teens, maybe in the 12.5, that's where some of these software stocks want to be right now, Rajesh. So I think for me, that volatility is more just based on its valuation at the moment. Right. And I mean, you can see, right, it definitely was at its peak compared to most of the past 24 months or so when it was sitting at those peaks of about 38, 40. Just let me zoom in. So didn't zoom in, so that was a fail. So let's see what else. Anything else? Let's take a quick look at how the market is doing. Let's go to Finviz. You know, every time I think of Finviz, I think of RisViz. So Ride is up 8.2 on news that they're selling. Space is up 13.6% now that they can reopen back. They can do some more launches. BBBY is down about 26.2% after they have some chain supply issues. PaySafe is up on news that they are working with Fubo TV. AMD is up about 2.85% on news that Google is increasing their partnership with their EPYC processors for their Google Cloud products, right? So pretty cool market. We can see definitely interesting day today. I'm super excited with my account. Let's see, anything major new? No, I don't think. You guys think we're gonna end the market red today or green? What is everybody's guess? Let's take a quick look at Finviz. So let me close this out. Close this out. I don't need all this stuff. So Dow is now red. It's down about 0.28. What's going on, Q? Good morning. Q, you gotta stop posting food on the random. I gotta rename the random Discord channel into Q's Cave. I'm eventually gonna do that. Call it Q's Cave instead. But Q, that burger you posted yesterday, that thing looks so good. I'm actually hungry right now, and it's only breakfast time. So I need to go have breakfast soon. But I'm not going to have a breakfast for lunch. Green Day, but I feel like we might have some rallies that get sold. Fizz, I don't need that negativity in my life, please. All right, Fizz, I definitely do not need that negativity in my life right now. But let's see, what else do we have? So we have NASDAQ up 0.49. The S&P is down about 0.09. It kind of bought back after it fell down. And let's take a quick look at stocks. I just bought Fastly on my other trading account. To me, it's a good price, Peru. So this is more of your trading account, right? Because you definitely have a bit of, you have two different accounts, right? It seems it's more of a trading, and then you have your long-term hold. So you purchased Fastly for a trading play. I know Fastly right now, I saw some tweets negatively on Fastly. Stock price has definitely taken a huge beat down, right? I mean, it's sitting at these levels of 39.2. Look at all that volume right there, sitting right there. And that's where stock price is kind of sitting. So that can act as a strong support sideways for 1 year. Fizz, I actually wouldn't mind if stocks were sideways for a year. I don't know. Would I mind? I don't know. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind adding on to everything and just sideways. Actually, I don't know. Now we're gonna get sideways for like 10 years because Fizz and I agreed. But anyways, guys, I am ending the stream early. I do have something at 11 o'clock. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I get off at 10:45 because I have prior engagements at 11. And I have to go eat some breakfast beforehand. So guys, thank you so much for the support. Peru, appreciate the support. Fizz, Q, Rajesh, Kendo, Ed. What's going on, Ed? Let's see what else. Aaron, who else do we have? We had all the way up, Dave Silva. We have Kendo, we have David Becker. Everybody, thanks so much for the support. I appreciate Danny was here, Kendo was here, Ganesh was here, David Becker. Alex Silverano was actually here. Awesome. Kim Jr., Adam, AA, Jesus, Rubio, I think. Saru, yeah, Rubio. So everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, guys. And Dr. Michael Rice, sorry I'm late. It's okay. Have a good day, Michael. And take care, guys.